Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, my name is Mariana with heavenandlimes.com. Welcome. I make and sell homemade candles. Today I'm going to be showing you guys how I make a marbled candle. I think it's perfect for the spring and it has beautiful pastel colors. If you're interested in learning how I make my marbled candles, then please keep on watching. So the first thing you're going to need is this candle liquid dye. I'm using today the color violet. You're going to need your already solidified candle. You're going to need a bamboo skewer. And you're going to need plenty of paper towels. So this candle I just made about 1 hour ago prior to uploading this video or editing it and recording myself. So I made the candle first and then I left it in a very soft state. So the candle's not completely solidified. And the reason why you want the candle to be in this stage is because it'll be a lot easier to work with. Another thing you want to consider is the type of container that you're using. Of course, I'm using these 16-ounce straight jars. They're transparent, and you want to use transparent, of course, because you want to see the effect on the outside. So the first thing you want to do is go ahead and grab your heat gun and start melting the surface of your candle. You want to get a nice even melt pool, enough where you're going to be able to stick the skewer on the sides of the jar, on the walls there, and you're going to be able to work with it a lot easier. Now, this is not a beautiful project initially, so as you're watching me work, it's not going to look pretty as we're working, but at the end, I promise it's going to look beautiful. It gives me a little bit of anxiety, to be honest with you guys. I'm even stuttering a little bit because I know what's coming. You're going to take your skewer and you're going to stick it in the side of your jar. And this is the part that I do not like. It doesn't look pretty at all. It's very messy. But if you want to achieve this effect, then you have to do this. So the idea is to create an almost a U shape. So you want to stick the skewer as close to the wall as you can and try to scrape off the side of the candle where it's stuck to the wall. So you kind of stick it in and then, push up almost like in a U shape. And consider this. There's going to be a part of the candle where you're going to stick the label. You really don't have to focus on that side, but do consider to make these designs or these U-shape swirls in the parts of the candle where you know that the customer is going to be able to see it. Now, grab your liquid dye, and I'm only using 1 drop because this gets pretty dark and I don't really want my colors to be very intense. I want them to be very soft and pastel-like. And just put 1 drop or however many drops you like in each little hole that we just made. And then grab the heat gun and then just start melting the surface again. This technique is what worked for me and it gives me the look that I like. There's a lot of tutorials on YouTube showing you exactly how to make this candle, but it's not what I was looking for as far as the technique is concerned, or as far as the outcome, like the finished product, is not what I was looking for. I was looking for something more soft and more pastel, more of a marbled effect versus something really intensifying. And this is what worked for me. So again, you're melting it. It's nice and soft. You're going to go again in those same areas that we just did. So try to locate the same areas that you just stuck the skewer in. For me, it's kind of easy to locate. Sometimes it's not, but do your best. It doesn't have to be perfect. Just stick the skewer right in. Get as close to the wall as you can. As you can see that effect right there. Watch. You saw that when I stuck the skewer in. You kind of see how it's dipping in, like the liquid dye is going right into that groove. That's what you want, and that's why you are melting the surface of the candle, because you want it to be soft enough where you can work. Now, like I said, I prefer to do this within 1 hour after it solidifies. I don't like to wait 4 hours or 24 hours for this to get super hard, because it's just a lot harder to work with. Many times I bent the skewer and it snapped. So what I did was I just broke the skewer in half because they're pretty long, and then I'm just working with it that way. Then after that, you want to hit it with the heat gun once again. So make sure that you continue to soften up the top, and as you're doing this, where you made those U shapes with the skewers, you'll notice that the dye is sinking in deeper and spreading out into your candle. The next step you want to do is, now that you already heated up the surface, you want to start heating the outside of the candle. Not too much. This is a gentle heat gun that I purchased from the Wooden Wick a while back ago. And you just want to warm it up in those specific areas where you did that little, where you poked the skewer through. So right there, you want to just warm it up enough that you can still handle it. You don't want to burn your finger, because the idea is to just soften up that spot is all we're doing. We're softening it up because we're going to go again with the skewer and give it one more run. So we just want to intensify the effect is all we're doing. So I'm still able to handle it. I suggest that you wear gloves so that you don't burn yourself. And I just like to wear gloves when I'm working with the candles, just because I just like it. Grab your skewer again and then find the location, same spot, and just again go in an up shape. You could do this as wide as you want, as skinny as you want. The effect is all up to you. So you could just, use your imagination and swirl it around however you please. I like it like this, and I think this is where I'm going to leave it. Now, yes, like I said, it looks really messy. It looks ugly right now, and don't be afraid. But once it solidifies, I promise that you will love it, or I hope that you do. I did it in the beginning. I was just like, what did I get myself into? This is a lot of work, what was I thinking? But I'm going to an event. I have two events that I need, that I'm going to. I wanted to tell you guys that one in April and one in July, God first, God willing. And initially, so my husband said to me, well, you should give people options, like, so that your table's not so blank and boring with just all white or just all the same cohesive jars. Give people varieties, give them something to choose. And that was really difficult for me to do, because I didn't know how to do that. I'm very plain Jane. I like my neutral colors. I like my whites. I like my beige. I like my nudes. I like those colors. And I just didn't know how to bring that forward. Like, I wasn't sure how to get these colored, ideas out there. So I went on YouTube and I started researching, colored candles and things of that nature. And I saw this beautiful marble jar, this marbled candle, and I really liked it. And I didn't like the colors. I didn't like how intense the colors were. I wanted them to be very pastel. So I just got busy, I made a candle and I started practicing, and I liked the result. I mean, the first ones that I made were the orange ones, and I didn't really like them, but after they solidified the next morning, oh my goodness, they were so pretty. And I said, you know what, I'm just gonna do a couple more just like this, just to kind of give it a nice summery vibe or spring vibe. And I went with those, and those are the ones that I'm taking to the event. So I'm excited about the event. It'll be my third event to go to. The first one I spoke to you guys about in my previous videos. I got into that car accident and it was indoors. These two are outdoors, and I'll talk to you more about that in the next video. But I already started ordering some of the supplies that I would need, and I can't wait to show you my table. Now, I'm not sure if I want to do one table or two. I have two tables, but we'll get more into detail. Let's get back to this video, though. So I'm going to just do a second candle so that you can see, again, what I'm doing. I warmed up the top of the candle, or I melted it. And I'm just repeating the same step with the skewer. I'm going to go in as close as I can to the wall of the candle, and I'm just going to go up in a U shape. You can go as deep as you want, or you can, go towards the middle, or you can go all the way to the bottom. But do your best to get as close to that wall as possible, because this is where you're going to see the effect. Earlier on the first candle, I was showing with the skewer the front of the candle where the label is going to be. You don't need to focus on that because again, you're going to put the label right there and nobody's going to really see it. So try to concentrate on the sides of the candle and the back, whatever your back is. Just try to focus more there so that way your customers could see the effect. Of course, when I was making the candles, I wasn't thinking about that. I was just trying to get that marble effect all around. And then I was like, wait a minute, Mariana, first of all, no one's going to see it. You're going to put the label in the front, no one's going to see that. So I was like, duh. But you don't really have to, focus on that area. So just the sides and the back, whatever that may be. Again, put 1 drop in each of those holes that you just made. Of course, I'm splashing all over my replica surface there, but the good thing about these surfaces is they just wipe right off. I just hit it with the gun and then I just wipe it right off. So melt the surface again, continue to do that. You want to soften this area up because you want it to be easy to work with. You're going to stick the skewer in again in those same spots where you put those 3 drops, and you're just going to continue with that U shape. And the beauty about this is that, you know what, after they solidify, it's going to look real nice. Like I said, it was giving me so much anxiety. I was like, oh my goodness, this candle looks destroyed. It looks horrible. It's like, it's an atrocity, but at the end, my husband was like, wow, they're beautiful. He liked them. So I haven't made the labels for these yet. I'm thinking of doing the labels this weekend because I really got tired. And I'll show you what they look like with the labels, but go back in with the skewer again, and continue to do the step. I prefer to use the skewer because it's skinny, and when you stick the skewer in the candle, you're not getting, this huge blob effect. You're getting a nice soft effect. So use the skewer. If you don't have a skewer, then get one because I don't know how else to do the project in a different way, but and that's it. I'm repeating the steps again. I'm gonna hit it with the gun, and then again on the sides, and that's about it. I'll show you at the end what the candles look like. I'm a little bit banging into the camera because I have it like really low to the candle because I want you guys to get a really close-up look of how I'm doing this, and in the process I'm fighting with the with the extension cord to this to the heat gun, and I'm banging into the camera. It's all shaky and all of that, but I hope you guys get the idea, and I hope that you like it. I did this in other colors as well. I posted a little story on my Instagram, and then I took it down because I was like, I didn't like the way it looked. There's no labels, it's just not what I was going for. The aesthetics were like awful, so I just took it down. That's why, consistency is key. Continue to post daily. I started posting, daily, and then I stopped, and then I lost my touch, and I was like, okay, Mariana, you have to just get back on the horse. But yeah, hit it with the heat gun on the side, as you see me doing, nice and gentle. Let it bleed down into the candles, where you can still handle it. And, if you don't have this type of heat gun, and you have something a little bit hotter, try to put it on the lowest setting if you can. And that's it. Look how easy. This is the effect that I want you guys to get. Go right in and look how soft. So when you go in, look right there. Boom, easy. There it is. See that? It's giving a beautiful marble effect. And you could just see it, and it's not even solidified yet. So wait till you see at the end how it looks. So I'm going to show you guys right now the last step, which is to hit it with this heat gun. You're going to do this one more time, and this is just to fix all of those mountains that we created just now. So that's all you're going to do. You're going to melt that all down. You're going to make sure that it's nice and even as best as possible, and then at the same time the candle is just going to continue to do its thing on the sides. So I decided to go with 4 cents for this one. This fuchsia color one, or this violet color one, is gardenia. I made a blue one that's Coastal Waters. Yankee type, smells amazing. I really, really love it, and I totally forgot that I had it. I have a yellow one that's pineapple, and then I have an orange one that is tangerine passion. So this is what it looks like solidified. You see that it's not really like in your face. Sorry about the lighting. I'm using natural lighting right now. I'm not using artificial lighting. I just kind of like the way that the natural lighting, you know, works well with my eyes since my eyes are super sensitive. But this jar is not completed 100%. I still have to put the label. I still have to clean it on the outside. I still have to clean the edges all around. I like to take a paper towel with alcohol and I just like to kind of, you know, just clean it out really nice, and make sure that it's not slippery and ugly looking. So, but I just wanted to give you a little idea of the effects of how it looks after it's nice and solidify. It's not done yet because we just made this candle not too long ago. But by tomorrow it should be, you know, beautiful. But this is exactly what you're gonna see. This is that coastal water one that I was telling you about. This smells so good, and I wanted to give it like a watery effect type. I don't know if I achieved it, but when you smell it, it's just really nice. And this would be perfect like in a bathroom. Oh my goodness, in your living room, wherever. It smells strong. It's really nice. And this is only like day one. So imagine after it solidifies, after it cures, I meant to say, in 2 weeks, how strong it's gonna be. But yeah, I'm excited to take this to the craft show and present it to my new customers potentially. This one is pineapple, a favorite, especially in the summertime. And this I got the pineapple, the coastal waters, and the gardenia. I got them all from Candle and Supplies. They have incredible oils as well, so don't sleep on Candle and Supplies. Check them out. I'm not being sponsored or anything like that. They're not telling me to say that. This is like an honest opinion. Candle and Supplies got really nice oils, and I'm only like an hour away. This Tangerine Passion is from Midwest Fragrance Company, and of course, you know, I stand by Midwest Fragrance. They have beautiful oils. This is what the candles look like side by side. Beautiful pastel, perfect for Easter, perfect for the spring, perfect for the summer, and I like the outcome. I can't wait to honestly see what they look like with the labels on. But if you haven't already, please go ahead and subscribe to my channel. Hit the notification bell for more videos like this. Follow me over on Instagram at Heaven and Limes, and check out my website at heavenandlimes.com. I'll see you guys in the next one. Thank you so much for watching. Peace.